program? No? All right, good. Okie doke. So, what do you get with the Java thing? You get a zip file called partb.txt that you download, and part B basically has in it an Eclipse project and some other stuff. And included in that stuff is an SQL file. So this is wombatcrm.sql. And in order to use the system, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to run the program through Eclipse. You're going to need to connect to a MySQL database, and you can use your hosting account with ECS, but only from inside the network, and you're going to need to install the SQL database for it. So setting it up is dead easy. Here's the SQL file. You don't have to do anything to it, so we'll just copy this, and we'll go and find my phpMyAdmin. Oh, done it again. So here's my phpMyAdmin. So let's create a new database, but if you want to use an existing one, that's absolutely fine. So we create a database called wombatcrm, and let's just paste in the SQL and execute it. There we go. It's all fine. Just refresh that so we can see the tables that it creates. Oh, go away. So you can see it's created two tables, WCRM company and contact. So the idea is it's a CRM as customer relationship management. Here is a list of companies that we've been dealing with and a list of contacts that we've made on them. So you can browse them, have a look. Here's some example data. And the same for the contacts table. And obviously in the contacts table, the company ID is a foreign key on the other one, right? So that's the database structure. You've created it. You're not expected for this to make any changes to the database structure. As long as you've got a database there, you implement it, it's all fine. So the next thing to do then is to actually open up the project in Eclipse. So we go to Eclipse, we navigate to the folder, part B, wombatcrm is the name of the project. Click Finish. Can we zoom in on this? Does Eclipse like zooming? Zoom. Well, that's useful, isn't it? Zoom. Okay, no, right? Anyway, squint. So we opened the project here. What you'll find inside the project, obviously you're going to have a look at this, is fairly straightforward. There are 4 Java files to connect. The configuration file, come on, this one must, hey, there we go. Okay, the configuration file basically has a list of database credentials. So where's the database server? What's the username? What's the password? What database you're using? So again, there's a file in with it. So if you're using your ECS account, you can put in the host name and your username and password for MySQL and connect and all of this. And then what will happen is when you run wombatcrm, here we go. This is it running at the bottom here. So you can see it's just a crappy command line utility, and it has a series of menu options that search for a customer. Customer 1. Let's view the contacts that we've had. There we go. Press return to enter the menu. Search for a customer. Whoops. Let's log a contact that we've had with them. So it's a very straightforward. We have customers, we search for them, and then we can either view our logs or we can make a new log. And as you'll see in the document, you are required to update the statements. So if we actually exit that and have a quick look at the code, everything you need is just in one file. This is not intended to be a good software engineering project. It's quite the opposite of that. It's intended to be simple and easy to understand. And what you'll find is that this is a JDBC-based Java application. So hopefully Java isn't new to any of you. You're experts in Java, yeah? Okay, so it's all fine. JDBC, if you haven't done it, is Java Database Connection. So we're using Java to connect the database, and it's really not particularly difficult to understand. So if we go and have a look at a query, so here we go, we're searching for a customer here, enter a customer, read it in, and there's the query. So we're saying select star from WCRM company where company name like the search string that we've read in from the keyboard. We execute that query, we create a statement, we execute the query here, So it's the equivalent of then running that in the database, PHPMyAdmin, whatever. We get the results out and we literally just list them one at a time to go through. So that's it. So it's not a complicated program. It's the main code is less than 310 lines long. It's 309 lines long, which is less than 310. And it's, here's the insert statement, and you can see we're inserting a new company. Here's the query, and we're just building the query with the values being put in. So it should be fairly self-explanatory, and it's only worth, as I say, 10 points as you go along. So basically it is find a MySQL database, load the SQL in, so it creates the tables that we need. That's there. Job done. Don't touch that anymore. We're not changing the database for this. We're changing this Java code. Get the Java code working in Eclipse, run it, go through, make the changes that we need to do, which shouldn't be that difficult. Certainly the first one should be fairly straightforward. Zip that up as part of your submission, hand it in, go home, put pineapple on your pizza and celebrate in style.